Happened at that JCPS school in Louisville, Kentucky called Field Elementary. This is the story about a nonverbal autistic little boy named Semaj. His mother, Tiphanee, was getting calls every day about Semaj acting up in school. She knew something was off. On April the 12th, Tiphanee decided to order a camera. On April the 13th, 2026, Tiphanee sent Semaj to school with that camera in his ponytail. As nonverbal autistic Semaj was sitting in his seat, his regular teacher, Miss Sarah, walked out, and the assistant, Mr. R, began choking him, calling him boy, the N-word.
Yeah, boy.
Hell, I'm surprised he can even see to hit anybody with that motherfucking eye cocked like a pistol. In one of the videos that Tiphanee posted, you can hear Mr. R.
Yeah, boy.
Wow, Miss Sarah was in the classroom. When you go and sue their ass, you get Miss Sarah's ass locked up too, along with Mr. R. She knew what was going on. We got a JCPS teacher beating on a nonverbal autistic child. JCPS, I'm calling y'all asses out. We will get justice.
Now let's hear from Semaj's mother. Justice for Semaj.
With me, my son's father, James. I appreciate everyone being here. This all started because over the course of months, I was flooded with calls and complaints about my child's behavior. They were not typical, not normal, and not something as his parents we had ever seen in our sweet child. As his mother, I knew in my heart something was not right. I ordered a camera to be my son's eyes, his ears, his voice. I secretly hid the camera in his hair and sent him off to school on May 13th. And when I said I hid it, this is the camera I hid. So let's be clear. I stand before you, not just as a mother, but as my son's voice, Semaj Lee. And standing with me is his father, James Baker. While I will be the only one speaking today, we stand united as parents fighting together for our son.
That's right.
Our son has severe nonverbal autism, meaning he cannot speak. People say they want the facts. What can you ask him if he cannot speak? But I can. I am his voice, and I will speak for him. We trusted his school to protect him, to care for him, and to treat him with dignity. Instead, he was harmed, silenced, and failed by the very people who were supposed to keep him safe. What I discovered on the camera footage is something no parent should ever have to ever see or hear. Our child was put in a situation where he was scared, overwhelmed, and powerless. And while this was happening, there was adults in the room who did nothing to stop it. This is unacceptable. So today, we are demanding accountability and change. I'm calling for a full, immediate investigation. Every teacher, every staff member who has access to my son must be interviewed. There needs to be a complete and honest review of what is happening inside these classrooms. We are demanding that the individual actually who assaulted our son be terminated immediately and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And not just him. Any staff member who witnessed this abuse and chose to stay silent must also be terminated. Silence is not a face of abuse, and just to be quiet and keep it going, it's you being complicity. My son has severe nonverbal autism. He cannot speak, but I can. I am his voice, and I will speak for him. And this cannot stop with my son. We are calling for a Semaj law, a policy that requires cameras in the classroom that serves nonverbal and vulnerable children. Our children deserve protection, transparency, and accountability at all times, not just when something goes wrong. No parent should have to question whether their child is safe at school. No child should suffer in silence because they cannot speak. My son deserves justice, and we will not fight. I will not stop fighting until he gets it, until no other child has to change or has to go through this. I am his voice, his eyes, his ears. He cannot speak, but I will speak for him. Justice for Semaj.
Justice for Semaj. Kentucky, what are you doing? Woo!